From the Upper Midwest's leading broadcast studios, it's TV23's 23rd annual New Year's Eve Extravaganza Golden Jubilee. Featuring the Grand Rapids Precision Drum and Bugle Corps, High Wire Family, the Luendas, Plate Spinner Extraordinaire, Wolfie Peters, Comedian, Schwab Bishtuki, and much, much more. Also, the Jimmy Joyce Dancers, Vocal Girlfriends, and Mitch Vilar and his band of boy toys. And now, here are your Toastmasters for the evening from KTMA's award-winning news team, anchor Scott Powers, and DuPont Columbia award-winning investigative journalist, Bob Bagadonuts.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Good evening, Minneapolis.
Happy New Year, St. Paul.
And welcome to this TV23's 23rd annual New Year's Eve Extravaganza.
Oh,
It is a special night for us tonight, isn't it, Scotty?
It is very special, Bob, because this is our Golden Jubilee.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
That means there have been 23 long years of great memories and looking good. Mm-hmm. You know, speaking of looking good, Bob, you're looking pretty Jim Dandy tonight.
Oh, no. You're killing me. Stop with the compliments already, okay?
You are.
And how about the Midwest #1 news anchor, Scott Powers, huh? Scott?
Please, come on.
Scott, you know, I got just one thing to say to you tonight.
What's that, Bob?
You're the top.
Oh, Bob.
You're a hostage crisis.
You're the top. Jim and Tammy's vices.
You're the question Donaldson yells.
But the president never hears.
Your Carol's big
Thighs, Joan London's eyes,
your
your
couple's
ears.
That's right. You're the top. You're a Wall Street stock crash.
Bob, you're the top.
Oh, am I now? I know it.
You're Geraldo's mustache.
I'm a worthless
clown. I'm Morton Downey. I'm slime. But man, if I'm the bottom, you're prime time.
Things look swell. Things look great. Gonna have the whole world on a plate. Starting here, starting now. Honey, everything's coming up melons. Clear the decks, clear the tracks. We've got nothing to do but relax. Blow a kiss, take a bow. Honey, everything's coming up melons. Now's our inning. Stand the world on its ear. Set it spinning. That'll be just the beginning. Curtain up, light the lights. We've got nothing to hit but the heights. We'll be swell, we'll be great. I can tell, just you wait. That lucky star I talk about is due. Honey, everything's coming up melons for me and for you.
live comic schmoid Bishtaki, Fresco the Talking Mime, the Jolly Rogers Ice Dancers, and much, much more, all here on TV23's 23rd Annual New Year's Eve Extravaganza.
Well, that seemed to go pretty well.
Yep. Woo! Clear those balloons.
But that helps the nerves, you know? That's good for the nerves. I like that.
That's great.
Kind of relaxing, soothing. Speaking of yesterday, hey, Bob, it's great to be here, isn't it?
Good job, guys.
About a minute.
I love that belt of yours, Clayton.
Thank you. Anybody else? I got none. Bob, how you?
I'm cool.
You're fine.
No. You're done for now.
30 seconds to studio. To buffer.
Thank you. Here we are.
Welcome back to TV23's 23rd Annual New Year's Eve Extravaganza, and your hosts, Bob Bag of Donuts and Team 23's Scott Howard.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. What a crowd. What a crowd, huh? Thank you so very much. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, great.
Please, please, please. Please. Oh, come on. Take a bow, Scott. Take a bow. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, we love you all. We love you all. Thank you. Beautiful.
Oh, man, it is great, just great to be here tonight, isn't it, Tom?
It is great. You bet. You know, it's a very special night for us here at TV23. You know, it's 23 years of Melon Drops. Why, it seems like only yesterday that first fruit splattered on the pavement, doesn't it, Scotty?
You know, speaking of yesteryear, we prepared a little piece that gives you some background on the history of Melon Drops here at TV23.
That's right. It's a little walk through time back to those memories that we all have dear about the past 23 years. Vinny, let's take a look at that tape right now, if we can.
Here we go. 10, 9. Folks, I gotta tell you, this is what radio's all about. 5, 4, well, there it goes. Happy New Year, everybody. By golly, wasn't that exciting? Oh, and here comes Frank. Frank just hit the ground.
It's been a long road from the early days of KTMA, the friendly folks next door, to the quiet hallways of Sunset Manor, where the father of Melon Drop Broadcasting now sifts the sands of time.
See, the thing of it is that the fella in the photograph, if you look up real close, that's dark golly, it's Frank Franklin. God bless him. God rest his soul. Because you see, now Frank, you didn't have any gloves on. If you look in their clothes, you didn't have any gloves. And the melon, it was frozen like a block of ice. That son of a gun, that melon slipped right out of his hands and hit the ground 3 seconds before midnight. Well, see, fortunately for us, Frank slipped right off the roof and he hit the ground right at the stroke of midnight, so the drop was on time after all.
1957 saw a young Bob Bag of Donuts Jr. getting his first taste of the airwaves served up by his father.
Oh my golly, it's 11:59 and 40 seconds. Are we all ready? And 15, 14, get ready, boy.
No.
12, 11, 10. You best be dropping that melon at 0.
I
8,
won't.
7, 6, get ready.
You can't make me do
4,
this.
3, 2, 1. Drop it now, drop it now.
Drop it now, drop it now.
Oh, jeez, it's midnight. Mr. Selfish, you're just ruined it for everybody. You'll never be a journalist.
I don't want to be a journalist. I hate the news and I hate you.
Oh!
Mom!
The 60s saw the introduction of mechanical drop ramps and legendary ramp builder Michael McDonald.
Well, Bob, I must admit it started as just a hobby, kind of an innocent way to pass the time, but in the end it grew to be much more than that. I found myself growing very close to my ramps, discovering their individual personalities, and they came to be much more than mere devices to me. They were my friends.
Your friends?
Yeah, Bob, my friends.
Okay. Well, seeing as that you and your friends won't be around for this year's Melon Drop, I would imagine you're probably feeling a bit nostalgic, aren't you?
Afraid I don't understand what you're talking about, Bob.
Well, didn't you get our letter? You're being replaced with our beautiful new Mark 7, the Mark 7, the new fruit projectile unit. Didn't you hear about it? Isn't it wonderful?
You mean, fired?
Well, not in so many words. As a matter of fact, we have this beautiful anniversary clock that's being presented to you by the, oh, God, I'm sorry, here. It's being presented to you by the executive committee, the Golden Jubilee executive committee. There's a little inscription on the bottom. If I didn't, I think I wrecked the pendulum there, but there's a little inscription on the bottom that says, "Thanks, Mike." And it's just a little token of our esteem. We just want to say, thanks, Mike.
Yes, the future is here with the Bradley Mark 7 Fruit Projectile Unit. Representing the latest and leading-edge CAD/CAM technology, the Mark 7 steps boldly through the doorway of tomorrow's ballistic fruit devices. With its servo-assisted, state-of-the-art wind direction sensing apparatus, the same technology used in the opening ceremony of the Seoul Summer Games, the Mark 7 actually reads the wind and adjusts itself for that perfect drop. Yes, the human element has been completely eliminated, as the internal self-adjusting guidance system is controlled completely by an atomic clock set at the factory months before the drop. With the Mark 7, you can rest assured your drop will hit the spot.
And right now we are looking at a live shot of the Bradley Mark 7, that fabulous machine right up on our roof here. That's a live shot, ladies and gentlemen, in which in just a few minutes that Bradley Mark 7 will be jettisoning our fruit to ring in the new year, right?
Yo, that's right. And why don't you take this time right now to, at home and here in the studio, and to jot down, in milliseconds, when you think the fruit will actually hit the ground. Afterward, then you can compare and see just, where you came out on the timing there. Won't that be fun, Bob?
That'll be a heck of a lot of fun. And while you do that, we're going to take a little commercial break, but don't go away. Coming back in just a couple of minutes, we're going to have Czechoslovakian comic Schwab Bishtaki.
He is funny.
We have high wire magician Erasto. We have Mitch Vilar and his band of Boy Toys, and a whole lot more here on TV23's 23rd Annual New Year's Eve Extravaganza. Stay with us.
Stay here. We'll be right back. Thank you.
Welcome back to TV23's 23rd annual New Year's Eve Extravaganza. Once again, your Toastmasters for the evening, Team 23's Bob Bag of Donuts and Scott Powers.
Thank you very much. Thank you. We are back on the New Year's Eve Extravaganza, and I'm joined by my colleague, Bob Bag of Donuts.
And I'm joined by my colleague, Scott Powers. Say, we have a special treat for you tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Coming all the way from the tiny republic of Czechoslovakia, it's an Eastern European community, via satellite, is comedian Schwab Bishtaki. Now, we've gone to great expense to have Schwab carried over here by satellite, so we really hope that you're going to enjoy it. I think Schwab is coming in now. Schwab?
Oh, yes, okay. So I'm going to be on the screen. I will not be able to, I will see him and he'll be over, okay. So he will ask the questions and I will, okay. Yes, testing, hello, hello, testing, testing. Okay, I'm going to be on TV. I'm very happy. Okay, so, Happy New Year!
Oh, and a Happy New Year to you too, Schwab. This is Bob Bag of Donuts from Minneapolis calling. And
Hi, Bob.
Well, hi, and I got a couple of questions for you. Now, I understand that there in the Czechoslovakia, you don't have Christmas, do you?
Oh, no, we do not. We have what we call Snotmas, which is the birth of our own patron saint, Frank Sinatra.
Oh, that's fascinating. Frank Sinatra. Well, then now I suppose
Yes, Frank Sinatra.
Well, I suppose then that you don't have any Christmas carols, so to speak.
Oh, no, we do not have Christmas carols. We have what we call Snotmas Franks. And that is where little children go door to door in Czechoslovakia and singing songs like I Did It My Way.
That's funny. Snotmas Franks, it kind of sounds like a food. So tell me a little bit about comedy there.
Kind of sounds like a food, I get it.
Schwab, tell me a little bit about comedy in Czechoslovakia. Tell me about comedy there in Czechoslovakia.
Oh, comedy in Czechoslovakia. You see, I am not a full-time comic. It is more of a hobby for me. I work in the chia fields, doing chia seeds and for your chia pets and chia hats and chia clothing.
I've seen those. I have a little chia pet at home. It's wonderful. Well, why don't you give us a little sample of?
Great?
They are great. Why don't you give us a little sample of your work?
Well, I could send you some chia seeds.
No, Schwab, I'm not talking about the chia seeds. What we'd like to do is get a little sample of your comedy work. How about that?
Oh, comedy, yes, I could. Thank you very much. My name is Shmua Bishtaki, and how many Polska Bureau members does it take to screw in a tekiska? One seems to do. Thank you so much. Thank you. This is my friend Bishi. Bishi, how are you? I am fine. How is your wife, Bishi? She is fine, but her neck hurts. Thank you so much. What is the best way to get through Gisla City? Through Tikatska, 3 times. 3 times, get it? Is this on? Hello? Hello, satellite link up. Hello? Oh, why did Alska cross the freeway? To make change. Do you get it? To make change with the
We interrupt our regularly scheduled program so that we can bring you this Team 23 special report. Here now are correspondents Scott Powers and Bob Bag of Donuts.
I don't know why I had to be
I think you look stupider in that pig costume than I did. Well, you're the pig this year. I was the pig last year. I don't need to put up with that jazz. I'd rather be the bunny for this, you know? What? I'm live? What? Hang on a second. Oh, hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Bob Bag of Donuts at TV23. Apparently, there's some disturbance up by the Mark 7 deploy area on KTMA's roof.
We're going to go live. We're going to go live right now to correspondent Rusty Field. Rusty is standing outside the Mark 7 deployment area. Rusty, come in. Rusty, on the roof.
Scott, Bob, just moments ago, an unidentified man somehow snuck up onto the roof here at KTMA and got within feet of the Mark 7 fruit projectile unit. Now, he was shouting some slogans here, and I think I got one of them down. I have to check my notes. The people united will never be projected, a series of other things. A lot of them didn't make any sense whatsoever. The guards have contained the gentleman for the most part. Wait a minute. He's broken free. He's got an axe. He's headed for the project. Get the camera on this. Bring the camera in on this. He's smashing the Mark 7 fruit projectile. My God, this is a tragedy. Look at what he's doing. It's going over the roof. Ladies and gentlemen, look out below. Look out. Back up. He's looking at us. Everybody, come on, back it up. Get a good picture of this. Make sure you get a good picture of this. Look out for the cable there. Look out for the cable. Oh,
Rusty.
Look, okay. It looks okay. We've lost Rusty. It looks like we've lost Rusty. Everybody remain calm here. This is live TV, and things are happening here, and we're bearing with him as best we can. Luckily, I'm here with my esteemed colleague Bob Bagadonitz from the Team 23 news team. Bob, what do you make of this?
Well, Scott, I know, as you do, that we're both professional journalists and that we're not supposed to be disturbed by things like this, but I'm deeply shocked, as I know many of these people in our studio audience, and you are deeply shocked at this time.
Did you see that?
I saw, well, I don't know what to say. We're going to be right back.
Wait.
Yes, apparently we're going to a commercial,
okay,
so
good.
we'll be right back. Please stay with us, folks.
Yes, please.
We'll sort this out.
Thank you.
Kevin, 1. Bob, Bag of Donuts, 1, 2, 3, 4. Good evening.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing. Testing 1.
This is a Team 23 special report. Melon Drop 88, a crisis in the making. Joining us live at the Team 23 Portable Crisis Desk 23 are correspondents Scott Powers and Bob Bagadonitz.
Good evening. Just moments ago, an unidentified man slipped into the Mark 7 secured drop area and began hacking away at the Mark 7 fruit projectile unit. Just how much of the unit was destroyed and exactly what has happened to the ceremonial drop melon, we don't know at this time. My colleague, Scott Powers, has been examining the videotape of the feed that we had from our correspondent, Rusty Fields. Scott?
Well, folks, I must warn you, really, this is some of the most graphic footage I have ever seen in my entire life. It's not a pretty sight. But let's go right to the tape. Okay, if you could roll that tape, Vinny.
Let's see this. I think we're going to do it in slow motion here.
Yep, we can. Okay, there. Now, you see, there is our correspondent, Rusty Fields, and he is under siege here.
He looks under siege. I've never seen him so scared.
Whoa, my God! There is the perpetrator with the. Oh, there is an axe. Yes.
That axe. Look at the.
There's
a scope on the axe.
Yeah. Oh, there's a
4X scope on that axe. I have one on my gun at home.
And he's approaching
there
Mark
he goes.
7.
Oh,
and
my Lord.
There, he's lifting, and he has. yes, he has struck the Mark 7 in its actually most vulnerable spot. That was the sonic microwave directional link. And here he's swinging number 2.
Pieces flying everywhere.
Ow!
Oh, that's awful. Just awful. Absolutely.
As I said, folks, if your kids
Look
are
at
up,
his
you may
face.
want to take them away from the set.
Oh, my Lord.
And there we go.
Oh, look, there's
Whoa!
Oh, boy, he just hacked it to pieces.
That man is insane.
Well, I think I can tell you about the condition of our Mark 7 right now.
Mark, it's about down to a Mark 1.5.
I'd say, oh, no, watch this. This is terrible.
Oh, my.
This is frightening.
Who is that guy? I mean, he is
tell.
totally...
I have no idea. He's insane.
We really...
He's insane, ladies and gentlemen.
And he's over the edge with the Mark 7.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. A lot of hopes just went over the edge with that. And there it goes.
Now he comes back. Now, I think he lunges for the cameraman here.
That's right. My concern at this point is now
Oh, and he picks up the axe again.
That's right. And Rusty's life is in danger here.
Oh, look at the face. That is a samurai.
Oh, my God.
I seem to see the Jolly Roger on his head there. He's flying the Jolly Roger.
Look at that. Here he comes.
Oh, boy.
Oh,
Coming
Rusty,
right for the
watch
cameraman.
out. Rusty.
Thank God that's a Sony camera.
Rusty.
Well, here it goes.
And
oh, my.
That poor cameraman.
He's down on the ground.
Yes, there we go. Then that's where we lost the feed.
Okay, well,
we're back here live in the studio.
It's terrible.
Assessing the situation.
Could you keep it down, please? We're trying to run a broadcast here. Boy. Okay, apparently it's true. We are. Candy Cane is at Drop Central. Candy Cane is at Drop. There's a press conference at Drop Central.
Oh, that's right. Now
we're going to go to that right now.
And yes, I understand.
There's a press conference. I see Candy Cane is there in the blue sweater.
She's looking quite nice. Actually.
Now, who is it who's going to be talking to us here?
Now that's Buck Munson. That's the drop
too.
coordinator. Will be speaking to this room. We're told we'll be speaking momentarily.
They're all still wearing the bric-a-brac, the paraphernalia of New Year's Eve. A lot of them have been festive, but I can say that festivity has come to a standstill here.
Yeah, there are a lot of anxious people in that room, as there are here in our studio audience.
Candy is looking good tonight, I'd say.
I hope she's so good.
Boy, that dress is sharp. That sweater, the nice combination.
Oh, now here we go. Here
it is.
Mr. Munson will read a prepared statement, and then he'll take your questions.
At approximately 23:20 CST, an incident occurred in the vicinity of the Mark 7 secure area, which can best be described as an event. There was one perpetrator involved, and he is presently in custody. The status of tonight's projected deployment remains in question because the integrity of the delivery system has been compromised. That's all the information we have for you currently.
Mr. Munson, does this mean the ramp has been destroyed?
This is an area we're looking at very closely right now. However, presently, it appears that the delivery system has been compromised.
Hey, Buck.
Mr. Munson,
Vince,
what about the melon?
during the event, the melon appears to have lost its ballistic properties. This is an area, again, we're looking at real hard.
Buck, come on.
Candy.
Candy Cane, Team 23. Associated Press is reporting that the melon was carrying a top-secret military payload. My question is this: is there going to be a secret drop?
Candy, you know we can't comment on this sort of matter, and we won't comment on it.
Well, as a follow-up, is there any truth to the rumor of the two-axe theory?
To the best of our knowledge, the perpetrator acted alone, but you can be sure there will be a full investigation.
Hold that axe up there, Buck!
Let's see the axe.
Hold up the axe.
You getting that? Make sure you get that shot.
Wait, over here, Buck.
Quiet, quiet.
Over here, Buck. Over here. Hold a little higher.
Wow, let's go.
Buck, has the Vice President been informed?
My understanding is that the Vice President-elect is not informed.
Buck, over here,
Linda Smith, Minnesota Public Radio. Will there be a drop tonight, sir?
Well, we have our best men working on the situation right now. Lord willing, there will be a drop tonight. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Mr. Munson.
Wait, one more question. Please, Buck.
Okay, well, there you have it. As you heard Drop Coordinator Buck Munson say, the Mark 7 has been destroyed, or in his terms, compromised. The situation is quite grave at this point. The perpetrator, as we understand it, is still unidentified, but is, yes,
If I can
he
jump
is
in
in
here.
custody.
If I can jump in here, we've just regained our link with correspondent Rusty Fields on the roof. Rusty, are you there? Rusty? Rusty, are you there?
Bob, Scott, it's absolute chaos up here right now.
Can imagine.
To fill you in, the Mark 7 has indeed been destroyed, as you can see by the remains of the wreckage that lie here scattered about. Just over this way, you're going to see that the perpetrator has holed himself up in a porta potty. Now, with the Mark 7 being destroyed, we are going to have to take a look at something else here. The guards, he got away from the guards, broke into that porta potty area now, and he seems to be threatening to, let me get this down right, I quote, eat the melon.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Bob.
Okay. We were just told at the press conference that the perpetrator was in custody. Now, what's going on?
Well, you see, in the confusion after the attack, the security guards mistakenly arrested the caterer for today's event because, let's get it right, he was carrying a fruit and cheese tray at the time.
Wow. There goes the fruit and cheese
of the
tray.
terrorist attack, and security accidentally got
What do I have for dinner?
got a hold of him.
hungry.
Security is calling the perpetrator a terrorist now, a fruit terrorist or something along those lines. He has locked himself over in that porta-john that we mentioned just a couple of moments ago, and he's threatened to eat the melon if the guards move on his position at all, and that's where we stand at this time.
Now, Rusty, this is your anchor, Scott Powers. Can you tell us a little bit about the weather conditions up there at the present
Well,
moment?
sure, Scott. It's cold up here now, and I'd like to add on a lighter note that no one's able to use the john because it's currently occupied.
That's Rusty Fields on the roof. You know, you got to admire a guy who can find a little humor at a time like this.
You just have to. In case you've just tuned in, moments ago, a man whom authorities are now calling a fruit terrorist smashed the Mark 7 fruit projectile unit and barricaded himself in a porta-john on KTMA's roof. Further, he has threatened to, quote, eat the melon if anyone rushes his position. Now, how this impacts tonight's ceremonial drop remains to be seen.
Yes, and Bob? Mm-hmm. What? I hear that we have learned the identity of the terrorist.
I'm getting that too.
He is, this is unbelievable. It is none other than Michael McDonald, our former ramp builder.
Well, if this isn't an Emmy Award turning of events here. I understand that we have a shot of, there he is, that's Michael McDonald. He was an employee of ours. It's amazing that he is the same person who is now the fruit terrorist holding our melon hostage.
And I also understand that our researchers, and it really is impressive, the depth of this station to be able to pull this thing together so quickly. Anyway, our researchers have been able to find his high school yearbook. I believe it was the St. Francis, Wisconsin Oracle.
Yes, it is the Oracle, and here's his photograph right now, and can we look at that? Look how prophetic.
Yep.
Underneath it says, things could be dropped better. Unbelievable.
Well, the whole picture is really beginning to come into focus. It is a serious situation, and I'd like to tell everyone that we'll be right back with more coverage of the momentous events that have taken place here on our roof at KTMA TV.
From the Team 23 Portable Crisis Desk, Ordeal 88, Melon held hostage. Reporting now live is correspondent Scott Powers.
Good evening. It is approximately 11:38 on New Year's Eve. We are here at KTMA TV. We have all sobered up to the reality that there may be no melon drop tonight because of this man. His name is Michael McDonald, and he has taken our ceremonial drop fruit hostage. And now, in order to shed some light on the confusion that has really overtaken this evening, correspondent Candy Kane has filed a background report on fruit terrorism.
Bob, Scott, there are three thoughts on everyone's mind tonight. First, what goes on in the mind of a fruit terrorist? Second, just who is this Michael McDonald? And finally, how do we defuse this delicate and potentially tragic situation?
Although it sounds absurd that someone would hold a melon hostage, fruit and fruit terrorism have played a major role in our geopolitical development since the dawn of time. Item: Eden, the year 4006 BC, when theologians believed the fate of mankind was forever changed by a fruit-wielding serpent. Item: Popular folklore recalls the case of one P. Peter, a self-described pumpkin eater, who allegedly abducted his own wife and stuffed her in the hollow shell of his prize-winning gourd, where he claimed to keep her, quote, very well. Item: Even our founding fathers were not above fruit terrorism. A juvenile George Washington sadistically mutilated a cherry tree, his weapon, an axe. It is clear that the seeds of fruit terrorism are deeply planted in the fleshy pulp of our national psyche. What causes a person to engage in fruit terrorism? Produce manager Tom Nutter.
It starts with thumping of cantaloupes. You see it every day. Every now and again we catch some lunatic taking a hammer to a pomegranate. It makes me sick. This is a deep-seated problem.
Deep-seated indeed. Just shake Michael McDonald's family tree. The bad apples don't fall very far. Michael's mother was a ramp builder. Michael's father was a terrorist. His mother's mother was a ramp. His mother's father was a terrorist. His father's father was a Czechoslovakian terrorist. Looking still deeper into the roots, we find one John McDonald, a.k.a. Johnny Appleseed, and Swiss Commando William McDonald Tell, who made a public display of executing apples. There are very few options when dealing with a fruit terrorist. Option 1, armed intervention.
Well, in a situation such as this one, I would probably recommend the frontal assault technique. You know, percussion grenade, claymore mine, perhaps, armor-piercing shells.
Is that the technique you used in Entebbe?
Entebbe, oh, I'm very embarrassed here. You see, I was never in the raid on Entebbe. It was the raid on Aunt Debbie, my very own Aunt Debbie. Tough old Meshuggah, really. It was a crisis situation, but make a humantashen like you wouldn't believe.
Option 2, negotiation. Veteran hostage negotiator for Interpol and mother of 4, Ethel Sneed.
Well, very often people resort to desperate measures such as hostage-taking in order to attract attention. Now, if your young boy has locked himself in the bathroom, I'd just leave him alone. Let him sit there and sulk. You're just wasting your time trying to reason with him. It's very cold out, so just leave him alone till the cows come home, and he'll come out with his tail between his legs. That's what we used for those 2 little brats who took over the embassy in Stockholm. We just don't allow that kind of behavior here at Interpol.
Option 3, the surgical strike or bloodless insurgency. Mobile structural technician Ard Bohatti.
Well, there's only one way in and one way out, and that's the front door. The only other way is the back hatch. I never pulled anybody out that way, at least not by force. Except maybe that little Mason boy over by the new high school. He was more than willing to come out. Kind of looked like a kipper snack when he came out.
The options are slim and getting slimmer every minute, compounded by the fact that we have yet to learn the terrorist demands. On this dark and cold Minnesota night, there is precious little cause for hope. For Team 23, I'm Candy Kane.
Thank you, Candy. Good job. Joining me now is our field correspondent, Rusty Fields, who's been up on the roof witnessing the extraordinary events that have occurred tonight. And Rusty, I would say with about 17 minutes left before midnight, the question on everybody's mind is simply, will we make it? What can we do?
Well, it's a really good question, and however my sources are talking to me, or the sources I've been talking to, I'm a little confused. It was a very violent situation up there.
I can understand.
Nobody really knows the real answer, and my sources, what they're basically coming up with is that they're readying last year's drop ramp in case we can free the melon. See, but that's the tough question, freeing the melon. Now, I've taken the opportunity to construct a porta-potty model for us to work off of here. And as you can see, there are very few options in attacking a porta-potty.
I see that.
See, now, if he, excuse me, this is for scale only. If he happens to be here in position number one, what the experts are calling the position number one next to the urinal, of course, there's no way that they can make a frontal assault.
No, I see that. And, you know, obviously storming the door is really not a viable option.
Oh, absolutely not. He'd hear him coming and have the hostage half eaten before they ever got in there.
Eat the hostage?
It's a melon, Scott.
Well, I knew that.
Anyway, my porta-potty experts tell me, seeing as I'm no porta-potty expert, and my sources are reporting to me that they might be able to gain access through the back entry hatch.
Really?
Exactly. Now, the problem here is that there's high irregularity in either one of these particular movements, and I don't need to tell you what that means.
No, but this is fascinating. This option here is quite interesting. So where do we stand at this point?
Well, where we stand here...
I think really, what we need to think about here is, wait, I'm go to a commercial? Yes. All right, we will be going to a commercial. I'm hearing that we will be going to a commercial. Thank you very much. Stay tuned for the latest breaking news here on TV 23.
This is Ordeal 88, Melon Held Hostage.
Bob Bag of Donuts here, 1, 2, 3. Mic check, mic check. Sounds good? Hello, everybody down there. Please stand by. It's a desperate situation, and we're doing the best we can. Takes a lot of courage at a time like this. A lot of guts. It's a question of guts. Determination, wherewithal, guts. Gritting of teeth, girding of loins. Just plain determination. Muscles, constitution that character brings. Sound a little like William Shatner, don't I? Just so you know, I'm probably going to be talking a little bit louder than this when I go on. Buddy, this is going to win you a Gabriel Award. Or even an Emmy.
Hey, Bob. I'm supposed to remind you, not in this segment, but the next one, Mike's using your mic.
Right.
Okay. 30 seconds to you.
Standing by.
Stand by. Stand by, everybody.
Ordeal 88, Melon Held Hostage. Reporting live, correspondent Bob Bag of Donuts.
Oh, Jiminy Christmas. What you are about to see is going to make some of the most compelling, deeply disturbing, and potentially prize-winning journalism you're likely to see in a lifetime. I am going over to negotiate directly with melon terrorist Michael McDonald. Now, I know the United States does not make it a policy of negotiating with terrorists, but I know they do, and you know that they do too. So what I'm going to do as a citizen first and a journalist second is put my life on the line so that we can have a drop tonight. Can I have my theme music, please? What you're about to see is live. Anything can happen and will. We are dealing with a sick individual with a broken moral compass, and I'm putting my butt on the line. Now, I know that may conjure up a grisly image for some of you, but I don't care. I don't have to apologize. This is the news. Let's go. I tell you, folks, my adrenaline is pounding. You can hear the blood racing through my veins. You hear? Well, maybe not. Let's go. Keep cool, everybody. Keep calm. Stay low. Anything could happen here. We don't know. This is a strange man. Okay. Are you ready? Keep low.
Occupied! I'll be out in a minute!
Michael McDonald, this is Bob Bag of Donuts from Team 23, and I think what you're doing is sick. It's the product of a sick mind. What the hell is the matter with you anyway? Oh, look out, look out. Whoa! Oh, Jiminy. It's okay. Come on in here. It's okay. Come on, have some guts. Oh, my Lord. Can you get this? He's spitting seeds, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. He's spitting seeds. Michael, what's the matter with you? What's it going to take to get that melon back from us? Whoa! It's a grenade! It's a grenade! Oh, it's not a grenade. It's a roll of toilet paper. Everybody stay calm. He seems to have written something on it. It's a little bit marred from the snow. Oh, I tell you, my heart is pounding right now. Let's see if I can make this out. It says, to the media insect, death to the machine, we despise your fascist tool. It says, drown smelly melons, colic babies in the harmonic convergence. I can't. Okay, I've got it now. It says Don Shelby must play the harmonica, Melancholy Baby. They want Don Shelby from WCCO to play the harmonica, play Melancholy Baby. Michael wants that? Michael, you've got to be kidding. There's no way we can do that. I'm sorry. There's nothing we can do. What's the matter with you? And whoa, look out. He means business, folks. He's destroying that melon. Well, we're going to do it. Just don't eat the whole melon, okay? Folks, Scott, Rusty, ball's in your court now. There's nothing I can do from up here. See what you can do down there, okay?
Yeah, that's Powers with an S. And, let me know about that weekend anchor thing, all right? Okay. You're on. I've just been on the phone with the news director over at WCCO TV, and we are trying our best to hook up live with Don Shelby. In the meantime, I have my correspondent here, Rusty Fields. Rusty, can you give us kind of a melon status report?
Well, Scott, as you've probably realized, there's a lot of concern right now over the safety and flight worthiness of our melon. Now, melon terrorist experts agree that if he has damaged the melon, he's probably taken a chunk right out of the middle of it, right here. Okay? Now that's going to
get a shot of that.
You get a look at that?
Yeah.
Now, it's going to change the dynamic flow of the melon entirely. The thing will tumble like a dum-dum slug, just destroying everything in its path.
Well, is there anything that can be done to repair the melon?
Yes, you can stabilize the melon by adding a smaller, denser fruit to the widest portions of the melon out here. Now, you can use apples for this, or a good ripe nectarine would work out just fine as well. For example here, I'll use just use a cut strawberry here. You can actually use toothpicks and put them in along this area. You can put them in here. You can carve up the meat of the melon and open up portions of the fuselage further back, and then place them into this as well. It's a beautiful thing. You can use all kinds of different fruit, but you want to stay with your summer fruits on this one, okay? We're talking bananas, peaches, and things like that.
Yeah.
And what you get is something that looks a lot like this.
Wow, look at that. Can we see that? Isn't that
now,
nice?
You can pour some like cranberry juice into it or some brandy into it as well, and it's cool, refreshing. More importantly, it's aerodynamically sound.
Well, that looks really, really good. And if, by the way, you would like the recipe for Rusty's Melon Fruit Basket, you can send a self-addressed stamped envelope here to Channel 23. What? Oh, I see. Yes, we're going back now to Bob Bag of Donuts with some news about the developments regarding Don Shelby. Bob?
Rusty, Scott, it's good news. It's really good news. Apparently, we did get Don Shelby at WCCO. He's staying after the news. Can you believe it? What dedication. What he's doing is he's been studying up on his Scandinavian pronunciations, which are very important here in Minnesota. Now, we're going to get Don right now. Can we get him? Have we got him? Have we got Don?
Kahooching.
We got it. I can hear him now. Donzie, old pal. This is Bob. Bob from 23 here. Don, can you hear me there?
I'm getting some kind of mixed signal here.
It's Bob. It's Bob from 23. Yeah, Bob Bagadone. It's TV 23.
Bob. No, I'm sorry.
You remember. Now, wait. We worked together. I kicked you in the head accidentally at the 68 convention. I was the guy who got in front of you at the CP16 and 67 at that fire downtown.
You're the jerk that stood up in the middle of that stand-up I was trying to win the award on?
It's your old buddy, Don. It's your old buddy, Bob Bagadone. That's right. Hey, say, we got a little thing over here, and we need a favor from you. We got a little bit of a sitch, you know, a hostage crisis, a little hostage thing. Terrorists took the melon hostage, is holding it in a satellite here on the roof, and it's really a terrible thing, but we were wondering if you could help out. He's got a nutty demand. He wants you to play Melancholy Baby on the harmonica. And I knew I could call you up. You're an old friend, a compadre, a comrade in arms from the 5th Estate. Will you do a favor for a friend?
You rotten...
Don, I'm sorry. We got a little persuasion here for you. I say a couple of fellows named Jackson and a pal named Hamilton. You think they could do anything for us?
Do they have any friends named Franklin?
Franklin? Oh, they got one friend named Franklin. That's all. That's it. One friend.
Do they have 2 friends named Franklin by any chance?
No, they don't have 2 friends named Franklin. Okay, they're one Franklin and 2 friends named Jackson and 1 friend named Hamilton, and that's it. It's all the friends we got over here, for Pete's sake.
Well, with friends like that, I think I might be able to do it.
Well, go right to it, Don. Waste no time. Thanks very much, and God bless your soul.
Thank you. Always keep the harp on the news set.
Oh, of course.
Melancholy Baby, is it?
Melancholy Baby it is.
Melancholy Baby. Hey, when will I be seeing those friends of yours?
Oh, we'll be sending them over by courier real soon. God bless you, Dave Moore. You're my favorite journalist.
God bless you, Ted.
What a heck of a guy, huh? Now, Michael, we did it. We lived up to our part of the bargain here. The ball is in your court. You have no choice but to surrender the melon.
No, I'm still not coming out.
He says he's still not coming out. Well, that's it. I'm out $160 for nothing. I'm not a rich man. I'm out of scratch. I can't do anything more. Apparently, there's just not going to be any melon drop. Scott, Rusty, I'm sorry.
Bob, we can't give up now. What about all the little children who won't have their melons this New Year's Eve? Please, Mr. McDonald. Please, think about the kids, Mr. McDonald. Come on.
Now, just wait a second. Just wait. Wait a minute. Quiet now. Come on. Get a hold of yourselves. We don't need a silly melon to have our commemorative drop on New Year's Eve. I mean, think about it. During the Depression, they didn't have melons. There are families who don't have enough money for melons, but they got together. They huddled around. They had their own countdown. The point is, the people make the difference. And we're all here. Come on, everybody. Let's pull together. We can do it because we're together.
But a melon drop without a melon, that's never been done on television.
No, it can be done. Bear with me. Now, please, ladies, let's strike up that song, do that cute melon thing again, and we'll begin to have our own celebration. We don't care about a nutty fruit terrorist, do we? Come on. How about it?
A song with no melon?
Yeah. Go ahead, sing. I'm going outside to celebrate.
Swell. Things look great. Gonna have the whole world on a plate. Starting here, starting now. Honey, everything's coming.
Hear this, Mr. Melon Terrorist? We're gonna have a melon drop whether you come out or not. So there.
You wait, that lucky star I talk about is soon. Honey, everything's coming up light the lights. We've got nothing to hit but the heights. We'll be swell, we'll be great. I can tell, just you wait. That lucky star I talk about is due. Honey, everything's coming up melons. I said everything's coming up.
Scott, Rusty, cut that infernal racket. We have news up here. Michael has come out. Stop it, stop it. Come on, we have news up here. Michael, give me the melon.
I'll drop it.
No, give me the melon.
Drop
Come
it.
on. Okay. Are you going to let us drop the melon tonight?
I'm thinking about it.
Well, come on. What's it going to take? Good God, man.
Can we use my drop ramp?
We've got to use your drop, man. Some ninny destroyed the Mark 7. We're running out of time.
Can I pull the ripcord?
Of course you can pull the ripcord. We've got almost a minute and a half. Come on.
Let's do it.
We're doing it, ladies and gentlemen. We're going over to the ramp. Michael McDonald has agreed. This is exciting. I can't tell you. My heart is pounding right now. We're going over. We're actually going to have a drop, and it's going to go off on time. It looks like we have just about a minute left. He's here, ladies and gentlemen. Michael McDonald is here. Let's carefully load that melon onto the ramp. Oh, boy, this is exciting. Be careful. It's very dangerous out here. I'm going to try to give you a hand. I don't know if I can get my hand. I'm going to put my microphone down here.
Tell me please what this means to you on New Year's Eve to see a melon drop at TV 23.
I've been waiting all year.
And here we go. It's been a rocky ride, frankly, folks. It has really been something. We're looking at a minute left before we will drop the melon. But here we go. You can see the melon up there. Bob Bagadonis has coerced Michael McDonald, the fruit terrorist, out onto the roof. They're at the edge, and we have less than a minute left to go. How much time do we have? About 40 seconds. 40 seconds. Please, sir, give me your impressions of the events that occurred tonight here.
This is exciting. A new year coming in.
That's right, and it's coming in the right way with a melon drop. Bob, I got to commend you. You've done a remarkable job up there.
Fade to God, Scott. Fade to God. 15 seconds.
10, 9,
8, 7,
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, yes, we've achieved melon drop.
Acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind. Should old acquaintance be forgot and days of old lang syne. For old lang syne, my dear, for old lang syne, we'll drink a cup of kindness and for all.
Is it your first melon drop? It isn't.
Well, I watched it on TV.
All right, what did you think of the melon drop tonight?
I liked it. Yeah.
All right. Okay, we'll be going to a replay of the melon. Instant replay. I can see Bob and Michael have made up there. They have a long history together. Okay, we've got a replay queued up. Now let's all watch together. There it goes. You can see the melon. It is falling, descending. There it goes, and bam! Yes! A successful melon drop. I'm not sure of the milliseconds that the melon actually hit the bullseye, but we got a dead hit. It looked almost on center. I think compared to last year, it has really been a spectacular turn of events. An excellent shot. Very nice. Very nice. All right, let's throw it back to the studio. Rusty's back in the studio.
This has been great. I'd like to apologize right now to all of the acts that couldn't make it. We couldn't get on today because of the problems we had. Wolfie Peters, the plate spinner, the Luendas, the Jolly Rogers ice dancers. Guys, look, we're really sorry we couldn't get you on, but can you make it back next year? Good. Okay, hang on your checks till then, okay? Don't cash them. And thanks to all the people in the show, the singers, the dancers, and the band. It's been wonderful. Bob?
Stand by.
Ladies and gentlemen, Michael, any final words?
Well, Bob, I'm really glad that you finally convinced me to participate in this event, and I'd like to apologize to everyone for my low-down deeds.
Michael has apologized, and I think the world can forgive the Michael McDonalds. You know, in an almost Kierkegaardian sense, this night has answered some of the many riddles of life. There have been a couple of FDs here, I think you'd say. PDs, I'd say.
FDs?
Going from
PDs?
paranoid delusion to perfect drop. I tell you that it's a microcosm of humanity that's happened up here tonight. We've gone from despair and tears to utter joy. And the melon kind of represents our world, our people here being little seeds in the pulp of life. For Michael McDonald, for KTMA, and all the people in Minneapolis, this is Bob and Bag of Donuts saying good night, Godspeed, and Happy New Year.